Back here in the United States, thousands of people gathered today in New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania to mark the 11th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people in the U.S. For more on today's commemorative activities, we're joined by VOA's Alexiou, who's live outside the U.S. Capitol. Hello, Philippe.
Hello, Demi. Thanks a lot. Well, the solemn ceremonies began just a few blocks away from where I'm standing. At the White House, President Barack Obama, his wife Michelle, and other dignitaries bowed their heads in a moment of silence at 8:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the time on September 11, 2001, when the first of two jetliners struck the World Trade Center in New York. Meanwhile, crowds in New York attended ceremonies in remembrance of the attacks there.
Gordon M. Ameth, Jr.
As in the past, the families of those killed at the World Trade Center are taking part in a ritual reading of the victims' names at what has become known as Ground Zero, the site of the World Trade Center towers that crumbled after being struck by the planes. Later, President Obama joined military officials and Defense Secretary Leon Panetta for a similar ceremony at the memorial at the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. military that was struck by a third plane in the 2001 attacks. Panetta said people are gathering across the United States to remember that day.
Here together as one family, we pause to honor and to pray and to remember 184 lives lost at the Pentagon, more than 2,700 killed in Lower Manhattan, and the 40 who perished in that field in Pennsylvania on Flight 93.
Leon Panetta visited the Shanksville Memorial in Pennsylvania and said that the country must never forget the military personnel deployed to Afghanistan in 2001 to fight Taliban forces who gave shelter to al-Qaeda and its leader, Osama bin Laden. Also, as for the Vice President Joe Biden, he was speaking at a ceremony in Shanksville on Tuesday. That is where the fourth hijacked plane crashed after passengers tried to take control of it, but preventing it from possibly hitting another target here in Washington. Back to you, Demi.
Well, thanks, Philip. That's VOA's Alexiou reporting from here in Washington.